Just fine last time. Alright, this is the test of the LED mods we put in the DDR pad. Justin is working on adding some foam tape to increase the sensitivity. So we're starting from the top. Oh man, that last one is really bright. And then that's compared to, the pads are in,
You can use 2P, I
so you
think.
can see. But yeah, so that's what they look like stock with the neon, like tubing, not very bright.
Next will be with the panels on.
And then we'll go back here just so you can kind of get a good comparison. Yeah, and then once we're done with the foam padding for the sensors, we'll show it with everything on. So this is part one of the mods we want to do to the pad. Put in LEDs and some foam tape and backing to make it a bit more sensitive. You can really see the difference between the two. It'll probably look a lot better at night, but right now it's still a pretty good indication of how it looks. And then we're gonna fix the other pad soon. Our old board that it was in the machine we bought it from. The guy we bought it from said it was a third mix plus, but as you can see, the security chip there is a fourth mix, so I'm not sure. And it had this chip, multi-mod bootleg. I'm going to flip that over so we don't get any light on the EEPROM. We bought a replacement extreme single mod chip because these chips are hard as anything to find. And it arrived with I don't think it's going to zoom in, but two of the pins were missing. So I'm going to have to solder those back on. Flash card still works. IO. I can't tell if this is a soundboard or an input board. Like, I get conflicting results. Serials match for both, so that's kind of cool. Serial for this is different. So that means it's definitely bootlegged, as if, the multi-mod chip didn't tell you that. Here's the board itself. It's in decent condition. As you can see, well, we attempted to get a second ETC RAM chip put in, and socketed. A place down in LA did it for me while I was in town for the day. Then when we brought it back, it did not want to boot up. It would do the boot loop, which people tell me is either faulty, ETC RAM, or faulty board, or faulty boot chip. So what I'm thinking is something happened on the way there at the shop or the way back. So we have another board coming in, matched board and IO little set over here. They're the same serial number, so they should work well. And where did I put them? Well, they're somewhere else. So, but we just got a set of 3 of the original Konami boot ICs, the system, 5731s. So they look legit. They are basically used stock that some company in China was holding on to. They have a bunch of obscure parts. They really helped me out finding them, and they came in and they look like legit. So hopefully they're not knockoffs or bootlegs, but they look pretty old, so they seem to be legit. I bought 3 because hopefully one of the 3 will work. And yeah, since this was bootleg, our install discs are all the 2-disc version, so I'm hoping those will work with the legit boot chip. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go find them online or something. So if anyone knows where we can get those, please let me know. That'll probably help us get a bit further. But if it was the board that went bad as we were thinking, we will, just use the multi-mod chip until we can figure that out. But yeah, we'll have to see where that goes. Trying to think if there's anything else to know. Oh, we did change out the JAMA harness. I think I made a little video about that earlier. Basically, when we were taking this apart, part of the JAMA harness just kind of snapped off. So that was kind of a bummer. But the wire was really, the Konami, they used some really thick wire for their JAMA harness, which was really nice. Either they did or the guy who modded it before we bought it off him did. So I didn't want to rewire everything. So what I did is I took a second harness and kind of spliced them together. It looks kind of ghetto, but it works well enough that it shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, hopefully next video we have the board and we've made progress and we're playing on it again. Otherwise, I really don't know what else to check.
Yeah, yeah.
And
There's a new JAMA harness. Yeah? To replace all the old stuff. Is it just a PC inside there?
No. It's worse.
Whoa, what is it?
Okay, so we have a motherboard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally a PlayStation 2 in a box.
Oh, really?
Literally. It's just a black PlayStation 2 from Japan.
So it's probably like a dev kit or
I
something.
was like, holy crap.
Dude, that's hilarious. Okay, let's see how the new lights look.
You ready?
We have the new spotlights in for 3 out of the 4. One of them we're not sure. Yeah, those are pretty darn bright. We're still getting that boot loop error though, so we'll figure that out. Yeah, we have a new board coming in tomorrow, but for now we just fixed the jam and we're gonna countersink some of these screws. So this is the first screw we countersunk. You can really see the difference here. I'm gonna try and show you. That's a pretty big difference. So should feel really good. Now we just got to do that. How many more times? Like 60 something times. Yeah, I'll probably put the pad back together. Between 60 and 70. Sorry it looks like a mess, guys, but it is working. The new board from Canada actually made it. So now we just gotta put everything else back together and we should be good to go. So we thought we were done last night and we ended up getting sound effects and an announcer, but no background music, which means, it's kind of useless for a DDR machine. So pro tip, that little red, blue, black cable harness does not go from there to there. It goes from there to the back. That was kind of my bad, and hopefully that's what the issue was. But we will see. So it is now working. We double check the JAMA harness. Sounds still good. We are missing one light, but we'll work on that later. And then we're also working on countersinking the pads. But yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since it broke after the ETC RAM thing, and I think it's running just fine now.